Hey Facebook, Renee Ruth here. I'm back again today, but I want to talk some more about thriving in life. So the title of this said, you're having trouble getting started, and I may know why. So if you have a job that you're supposed to be doing, or a goal that you're thriving for, or there's something that you know you need to do, and it's that thing that you know you should do and you don't do it, and then it eats at you because you aren't doing it, and then you feel badly because you haven't been doing it, but you know you should be doing it, but you don't have time to do it. You feel like you don't have time to do it, and then you feel really guilty, and then days and days go by, you haven't done it, and you're just like, what's the point of even doing it? Is that you? Because I have been there. I have been there for academics. I definitely remember the papers that I was supposed to be writing, and I should have started writing, but I didn't start writing because I was really busy doing other things, and those were really important things. And those things had to get done, so I couldn't do the writing of the paper until it was time for the paper to get turned in. And then by the time the paper needed to be turned in, I was really crunching at it like all-nighters the night before and turning in a half paper. Fill in the blank. So if you feel that way about something in your life, there is something that you know that you're supposed to be working towards or working on right now. And every time you think about working at it or on it or towards it or doing it, in that moment when you're thinking about it, the first thing that comes to your mind is, I don't, or I can't, or I wish, or I hope, or anything that I'm going to make an excuse. This is why you are having trouble getting started, because the truth is, you guys, and it is just the truth, we have time. We can make time. We will say that we are so busy, and you guys, please understand, I don't say that casually or lightly. Like, I know we are. I know there's people who are going to listen to this that have 5 children running around their house right now, and their husband works 24/7, and they've got to look after the house, plus they have a job, and they still have to get all this stuff done, and that thing that they're supposed to do. Like, when am I supposed to fit it in? What's pretty remarkable is if you were to sit down and actually write out what you do every single day and kind of like chart out your day before the day starts. So let's say, for example, I've started waking up earlier, trying to get up at 6:30. It's usually 7. I'm working on it though, because Mom always said, the early bird gets the worm, right? Got to get up and get going to be successful. However, when I get up, if I chart out my day, you guys, and literally I'm like, okay, from 8 to 9, I'm going to do this. From 9 to 10, I'm going to do this. From 10 to 11, if I go through and chart out what I have to do that day, I end up at the end of the 5 minutes it takes me to do that, looking at massive gaps in my day of time to do what I said I would do 2 months ago, which was start working out again. Time to do what I wanted to do 3.5 years ago, which was really make my business thrive. Time to all this, and really truly, if you had talked to me 3 months ago, I would have said to you, if it came to going back to the gym, or if it came to, getting my Rodan and Fields business flying, or if it came to, having time to read that book. Whatever it was, I would have been like, man, I'm so busy. I'm just really busy. And guys, seriously, if I tell you what I do, you're going to think I'm really busy too. So I'm a real estate agent, and I love it. I am a musician. I sing every Thursday night at my husband's restaurant, and I have a music business that does weddings, private parties. Granted, I'm not doing a wedding or a party every weekend, but I do those things. And John, sorry, phone call. Oyster pearls? No. No. And I end up helping my husband in his restaurant sometimes. I have a 5-pound Yorkie that, if you've met him, is super high demanding, needs tons of my time. I am also a Rodan and Fields consultant. I'm a global entrepreneur. I have teammates and customers in 3 countries, planning to go into 181 countries. So when I say busy, I know what that's like. Plus I will also occasionally teach university because I'm a university professor. So those are all these things that I have on my plate, but they're not, John, they're not, even though I do so much, if I sit down and I write out my day, what has to get done in that 24 hours? I'm not talking about looking at the next week of your life, because that's way overwhelming. If I were to look at the whole week that I had to do this week, I would have been like, but that's not how this works. you just write down that day and go hour by hour and chart out your day, you guys. And I promise, one, you're going to be completely shocked at how much time in a day you truly have. And two, you're going to be so impressed that you're able to do more than you ever thought you could do. And that is how you're going to get started on whatever it is that you need to do. I'm going to do another video tomorrow because there's one other thing that's going to cause a hiccup when you try to get started. So one is always we have objections, and we set objections up for ourselves, and really those objections are just a load of excuses. But that's one of the things. The next thing, John, I will sell a house for you. The next thing, wait, let me finish my thought, John. What was I saying? Oh, tomorrow I'm going to talk about the other hang up that keeps you from not getting started. And this one's a really big one, and it's a really difficult one because it's not as simple as waking up and turning out your day. It actually takes some cognitive restructuring. So tune in tomorrow for information on that. John, you're so funny. I'm going to PM you anyway. And I will talk to you guys all very soon. Cheers.